Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. Today, I picked up on a little bit of heavy energy that seemed to hit out of nowhere. So I don't know what portion of the collective I'm going to be channeling today, but I really wanted to channel a little bit into this emotionally charged energy. So I just got a really powerful download as I started speaking here that I am communicating to someone who is listening, who is working with multiple different timeline potentials. So you are someone who works and operates on many different timelines simultaneously. Now, this is a very high level quantum conversation, so it's going to take a little bit of sensing into this energetically and starting to build things out a bit. As you guys know, finding physical human language to describe these highly spiritual experiences, these quantum level experiences, can be a bit clunky at times. So bear with me as we do our best to channel through some human words to describe what you might be energetically experiencing. Now, do keep in mind as well that I do channel many different people, energies, and collectives through these readings. So only take the messages that resonate for you in a personal and intuitive way. Okay, so wow, there is going to be a lot here, I can tell. And the strange thing about this reading is there are so many different messages coming through, different blocks of thought that from a conscious perspective appear to be unrelated. And yet, from a quantum perspective, they're all interconnected. They're all interrelated. So maybe I am speaking to you and your beautifully multifaceted or multidimensional nature, where there are many different aspects and components to yourself or your life, or maybe certain areas of your life that seem really unrelated or even contradictory on the surface, but they're actually interconnected and mutually beneficial to each other in some way. And this actually might go back to that concept we're talking about regarding you operating on many different timelines at once. I'm hearing bouncing between different timelines. So this can look many different ways in the physical world. When you are someone who has the ability to shift between timelines, to operate on multiple different timelines, this inherently means that you are someone who's gone through a spiritual awakening. So the collective I'm channeling in this reading is a group who has gone through a very intense spiritual awakening in the past, if not a series of awakenings. So it could just be one awakening experience or several. The reason that these awakenings are required to allow you to shift through timelines in this manner is because when we are living at a lower vibrational level of consciousness and buying into the matrix, meaning the series of limiting belief systems and programs that we are raised within, that society programs into us, when we are living in this way, we are on a very set timeline trajectory based on that lower vibrational frequency. But the trade-off is, although we are on a lower frequency timeline, it's also very predictable. And in fact, if someone is living on that kind of timeline trajectory unawakened, and the vibration isn't necessarily that low, meaning they're experiencing a level of comfort in life, very often they will not ever go through an awakening because they will opt for the security and comfort and predictability of that unconscious timeline. So very often, a soul who comes to earth with the intention of experiencing a spiritual awakening will also incarnate into a lower vibrational space, environment, family, or circumstances in their life, or there will be certain circumstances in the span of their life that occur that really shake them up emotionally and therefore energetically, and cause them to have that desire to break out of their box, so to speak, to break out of that limiting belief system and programs and that lower frequency, and to explore the universe, to break away from the known and to discover who they really are on a deeper level. So you are most likely someone as well who hasn't necessarily had an easy life, someone who went through many trials and tribulations, possibly even from a young age. Some of these experiences that you went through could have even been directly correlated to the lower vibrational environment that you incarnated into in some cases. Now, again, take this only if it's resonating for you personally. You might find one message from this entire video that is meant for you, that you are meant to hear. There might be nothing here for you. Everything might connect for you, or anything in between. So at the end of the day, it's really always your intuition that is the compass of your life experience. But anyway, getting back into this, you've gone through this massive spiritual awakening that my guides are calling a spiritual exploration process. And this now allows you to consciously travel between timelines, because when someone is living unconsciously, they are tied to one very specific, predictable timeline trajectory. But going through an awakening is like detaching yourself from any one specific timeline, which, yes, at first usually causes this free fall that we often refer to as ego death. But once that settles and you begin to get a handle on your vibration, that's when you can begin to consciously create your own reality by shifting your vibration to the frequency of the timeline that you want to experience. And in your case, you are vibrating at this very high level now because you've already gone through everything I've described, and you've learned how to get a handle on your frequency, on your vibration, to become this conscious creator of your life. So now you've reached this point where you have the ability to consciously shift between different timelines. But all of these timelines that you are shifting between are of a very high vibrational nature. The difference is you connect with different individuals more consciously in different ways on different timelines. So the reason all of this is coming up is because I'm sensing that for the person I'm channeling, there may be some confusion, because at times you might feel really connected in with a certain group, with a certain collective, with certain friends, maybe certain romantic interests or opportunities, hobbies, passions. And at other times, you might feel completely disconnected from these people and things and completely connected to other things, almost like you are skipping between lives, living multiple different lives simultaneously in some sense. Now, I know we're talking at a really high quantum level here, but the reason that I've felt guided to share this message in this video is because you are meant to know that all is well in this expression of your multi-dimensional, multifaceted nature, the you that is shifting between timelines constantly, that is creating in many different times and dimensions and spaces and places, expressing different aspects of yourself, connecting with different other souls. This is you expressing your full-blown, multifaceted nature. And there is the temptation here to hyperfixate on one aspect, to attempt to close out all the others, to tell yourself that this focus is necessary in order to move more quickly in that direction. But the guides are really coming in here to say that it's actually your expression of your multifaceted self that allows for the most efficient and harmonious expansion of you as a whole comprehensive being in all aspects and areas of your life. So allow yourself to flourish and grow in all aspects and areas, to express whatever you feel passionate about, to connect with those that your heart desires to connect with, and to resist the human-based urge to control any of that process from the level of the conscious mind, to allow it to be a fluid and intuitive process. So now that we've got that first major message channeled, I am going to be pulling some cards to continue seeing what else wants to come through here. While I'm shuffling, if you would like to contribute your energy in a stronger way, I do recommend liking the video and subscribing to the channel, as these are forms of energetic transference that do tend to allow me to pick up more easily on your energy and channel more specifically for you and your situation. Okay, so here we have the card, the Five of Swords in the upright position. So there's someone connected to you who seems to be walking away, not communicating, maybe self-sabotaging. It's interesting because this is one of the cards that actually came out in my main collective reading. I can't remember if it was the one I posted on YouTube or the Patreon reading, but either way, you can explore that reading in a previous video, because if the messages upcoming are resonating with you here, it's very likely that will connect with you as well. But I'm sensing someone either not communicating here or sabotaging themselves by not communicating with an Empress. So you are coming up here as the Empress. You may be very connected to your divine feminine energy, although we all have a balance internally of both the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And we can draw upon those aspects at different times and in different ways. It's interesting because I also have the Knight of Pentacles here. So it's almost like there is someone who self-sabotaged an opportunity with an Empress, but there's someone else here kind of patiently waiting in the wings to make some kind of offer. Now, I also got the number 1313, and this number can stand for embracing change, trusting your intuition, and striving for balance in all areas of your life. Interesting. You are aligning with your highest good, or as we sometimes say, you are aligning with your highest vibrational timeline. And with that Knight of Pentacles, I'm almost getting the sense of someone who's patiently kind of waiting or watching. I'm hearing this could be someone nearby that you haven't noticed or that you're going to see in a new light, meaning this might be someone who has known of you or been connected to you in some kind of light way, who has just been very patient here, very perseverant, who maybe you haven't necessarily seen in a certain light that you're going to be seeing differently or receiving some kind of offer from. This does feel like a very reliable energy. And what's interesting is I'm hearing you are protected by remaining in your intuition. So as the Empress, you are allowing yourself to be intuitively guided. Your third eye chakra is really lit up at this time. And of course, that is the chakra center most connected to your intuition. So what I'm getting is, by staying in tune with nature, or in tune with even your own nature, so your own physical body, your own self, your own rhythms and cycles, somehow staying in tune with either that internal nature or literally external nature, maybe getting out into nature, tuning yourself to the frequency of nature. Either way, somehow tuning to nature is keeping you grounded in your intuition and keeping your third eye open. And what is happening here is this third eye openness, this way that you are allowing yourself to be so intuitively guided, is allowing you to continue aligning with what is for your highest good in the moment, which can change from moment to moment, because the message is coming through about really allowing yourself to be fluid with this process, not becoming rigid about it or letting the mind get involved. One major message that I was downloading recently is that any routine can become a prison, meaning anything that you force yourself to do over and over, regardless of your intuition, regardless of the circumstances, can actually start to become energetically stifling or restrictive. So for someone listening, this may be a sign to really keep your mind out of the way when it comes to how you move about your day, how you structure your time, to really allow yourself to tap into the energy of your own body, your own mindset, your own current daily circumstances, and move with the flow of those kind of comprehensive energies, rather than trying to force yourself into the rigidity of something that you are making yourself do no matter the circumstances, if that makes sense. And I feel that for many that I'm tuning into here, you've already received this from your own intuition and felt this. So really, this just might be a sign of confirmation that you're on the right track here, a confirmation of where your intuition has already been guiding you. Now, I want to know a bit more about this Five of Swords, this person who self-sabotaged by not communicating with you, versus this Knight of Pentacles. But first, I also want to share with you a really powerful tool I've created for you in magnetizing in your highest alignments in love. And this is my Love Magnetism Subliminal Meditation. Subliminals work by bypassing the conscious mind with subconscious affirmations targeted to these subconscious regions of your brain, which is so powerful because it's actually our subconscious that controls 95% of our thoughts, actions, and outcomes in life. So when we reprogram what's happening in the subconscious mind, we can essentially reprogram our entire energetic field and manifest much more quickly, easily, and effectively. Personally, I started seeing the most profound results, shifts, and changes in my own life when I started meditating with Subliminals several years ago on a daily basis, and I am still meditating with them every day to this day. Specifically now, I utilize the subliminals that I've created and am now sharing with all of you through my app, Sound and Soulful. So as you can see on the screen, on this app, I have over 100 subliminals for every area of life. So there are subliminals for mood, mindset, for manifesting specific things, for love, relationships, energy clearing, and so much more. And specifically for this reading, I would most highly recommend my Love Magnetism Subliminal, which is so powerful because it's designed to assist you in clearing out any energetic blockages you might be storing in any of the 7 chakra centers when it comes to love, really allowing you to become supercharged and magnetic for attracting in the love you desire and deserve in all areas of your life. So when you sign up for a 7-day free trial account in the app, you get access to every subliminal I've created in 10 different background sound options. You can create your own custom private playlists, and you can even read the affirmations while you are listening. And the link to download the app and get started is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Okay, so this person who self-sabotaged, you may have seen this situation as a defeat, but I'm hearing it was actually a divine protection. I'm getting they weren't ready. So why wasn't this person ready? Okay, with the Ace of Swords in the reverse position, and the Hierophant, this is someone who's still very much stuck in certain mind programs or limiting belief systems. They might be someone who's very tied into a particular religion or a particular groupthink kind of way of thinking or believing. But I feel that meeting you was a potential opportunity for this person to break out of that, for them to be able to open their mind to new ideas, new things. I'm hearing you are like a walking spiritual awakening wrapped up in a person, meaning when someone meets you or interacts with you, they get the opportunity to go through a spiritual awakening. But I'm getting that this is someone who's been resisting that awakening, and in doing so, stifling their own creative energy and keeping themselves in this really monotonous place as well. It's almost like you were the glitch in their matrix and they haven't even been able to process meeting you or connecting with you. You just don't fit into their current concepts of reality that they are so rigidly tied to, that they were meant to be letting go as a result of connecting with you, but that they still seem to be holding on to very tightly. And that's why they weren't ready, at least at the time, to fully embrace this connection. Now, of course, everything is malleable to change. So this may be shifting into the future, because I'm also seeing the Seven of Swords reverse, which can be about coming forward, coming clean, opening up about something. So I see that as a future timeline potential with this person, that they might be realizing their mistake here and opening up in a deeper, more authentic way. But right now, they're still rigidly tied into these lower vibrational belief systems that caused them to reject you, because what they were really rejecting is, it's almost like they were rejecting their own freedom from their limiting ideas and beliefs that they weren't ready to let go of. And that got reflected in the way that they pushed out against you or rejected you. But now I want to channel into this Knight of Pentacles here, this patient, perseverant energy, someone who's very reliable. I'm hearing they're very perseverant to reach a goal, and at this time, they're seeing you as that goal here. This is also someone with the Seven of Swords reversed who wants to come clean about something or open up about something. What does this person want to come clean about? Okay, with the Ten of Swords, this may be someone who went through some kind of breakup or a recent ending in their life. This may have been why they were on kind of the outskirts of your life. For example, if this is romantic, maybe this was someone who was in your life as a friend or an acquaintance, or who knew of you or was connected to you in some way, but they were dealing with some kind of relationship that was reaching a dead end, that ended in some kind of betrayal or heartbreak. I feel like this person does have a betrayal wound, meaning someone from their past has hurt or betrayed them emotionally, and yet, unlike the first energy, this is someone who is very open to giving their heart away again, at least when it comes to you. Something about you makes them feel very secure within themselves. We have the Moon, so they feel this deep subconscious connection to you. This might be someone who dreams of you or daydreams about you or thinks of you as they're falling asleep. This is someone who does have a little bit of a solar plexus trigger here, meaning there is a little bit of a lack of self-confidence because they're wondering if this is just a daydream and if they're in real life going to be able to provide you with what you need. They might be self-conscious about their ability to provide materially. This also could be related to this abandonment or betrayal wound. Maybe they were with someone who was very superficial or very materially focused, and this person may have betrayed them or ended things with them because they didn't have enough status or enough to offer physically and materially. And so that might be an insecurity of this person coming up here. And yet this is someone who has the potential to become an emperor. They really seem like an emperor in the making. And interesting, this is someone who wants to develop that stability for you, who really wants to provide and protect here, who wants to build themselves up so they can share that version of themselves with you. So again, it's a very slow moving energy. You might notice this person moving very slowly because they might make sure within their heart that they are becoming that person before they fully make you an offer here. So be aware of that. If this person is moving slowly, they might be in the process of preparing themselves here for you. But I do see that emperor potential within them, and them being very open to moving in that more stable direction, both in their own life and when it comes to connecting with you. So I really hope this reading was helpful or beneficial to you in some way. If so, I would love to hear from you in the comments under the video. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself, where I post more energy updates, inspiration, and information. And of course, if you feel guided to it, the link to download the Sound and Soulful Subliminals app and start reprogramming your subconscious to manifest your desires is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Otherwise, I am sending you all huge amounts of love and light energy. Have a beautiful remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next video.